Morning, YouTube. Hold on a sec. Let me get my Mr. Rogers neighborhood on. Good morning, YouTube. It's Hayes, also known as the Shoe Vet, Hayes_TSVs, where you can follow me on IG. I hope everyone's having a good holidays. Got a couple of late pickups I also want to review for you guys real quick, including what I think is the best hoodie that I've seen so far this year. In my opinion, at least it's gonna be the best hoodie in my collection. So before we get into that, the like button, click it, subscribe button, hit it, comment, type it, you know what it is. Let's get into it. So we open up the first box. We got a Disney Kith box. Boom. So we got the Disney Kith box out. As you can see, it's by Converse. So I got two pairs of the Converse Chuck Taylors off the drop. Unfortunately, I wasn't going to pay retail for it. Retail, I believe, was like $140, $150. One of those super resale wasn't really too bad. It's around $170. I think it may even be a little bit lower. These honestly didn't really resell too much, which is good for people like me who actually really wanted it. So all over this box is kind of in a creamy white color. You got your sizing tag on it. I went to my true to size in Converses, which is actually a size down from my general true to size. So I'm typically a 9.5. I go 8.5, and my Converse got like a nice little snug fit. Converse do run really long, as you probably know. So yeah, went that. You got a nice little Mickey detail. This is a collaboration of Kith and Disney in celebration of Mickey's 90th birthday. This came out on November 18th, 2019, yes. And actually, now that I think about it too, I think most pieces sold out, but I think there's still a few things. I know the chenille Converse or whatever is still on there. I think a pair of jeans and maybe a jacket and a hat may still be there too. So each shoe comes individually wrapped in the tissue paper. I was gonna bring out this first one, this gorgeous beauty right here. This is in the Chuck Taylor 1970 silhouette. It's in this really nice black upper, and quality-wise, this leather feels great. The whole upper is made out of leather and it's nice, smooth looking black color. Taking it from the top, as you can see with the eyelets, most of them are black, but on the medial side it's white and on the lateral side it's red. Those are pretty classic Mickey colors. They probably could have added in the yellow in there somewhere. Oh no, actually probably would have thrown it off a little bit though. So actually I think they did that right. As you can see, it comes with an extra pair of laces that has Kith and Disney logos printed on top of it. Otherwise, it comes with a flat standard pair of black laces. The medial aspect has your typical Converse All-Star logo patch, still in that leather material patched on there. There's a lot of stitching details that's running up by the eyelets and on the back of the spine of the shoe. The biggest draw of the shoe is of course the bottom part of the upper. You do have a lot of different iterations of Mickey going through the decades, starting all the way back from Steamboat Willie all the way up to, I don't know, I guess current Mickey. Your midsole is made of that typical rubber material. The toe box is made out of rubber too, that's reinforced with extra rubber. The lateral aspect of the midsole does have that Kith logo, and then your outsole is a pretty standard typical Chuck Taylor outsole with Chuck Taylor All-Star, and your sizing down on there, 8.5, made out of rubber material. So your insole is removable. On the actual insole though, it has Disney Kith logos in there. It's a collab between old Disney and Kith. But yeah, I'm so excited I got this insole in there. Oh, but here's a twist. Here's something I forgot to go over too as well, is the tongue. So the tongue actually is not made out of leather. It's made out of this kind of, not necessarily suede, but kind of hairy material. I'm really not sure what it exactly is though, but it's not leather, and I think that's kind of cool. It actually adds a little bit of contrast with the materials. Then on the inside, you typically would have Converse, you know, your player name and everything like that. But this one reads Converse Chuck Taylor, player's name, Mickey Mouse, of course with the mouse symbol and the Disney logo. And then you got your sizing tag that's on the medial aspect of it too. 8.5 mins what I went. And the other shoe is literally identical, so there's really no reason to go over that other one. So we're gonna hop into the next pair of shoes. Alright, so now we got a second pair of Converse off that Kith Disney collab. Same box pretty much, just a little bit slimmer though, just a little bit slimmer. And I'm a little bit upset that I'm now seeing that it had a little break on this little corner up here. But I mean, as long as the shoes are okay, I guess that's important. That's what's most important, but I do love a good box. Converse on the outside, same as last time. This time, for whatever reason, I think I might have accidentally clicked this. I got it a 9. It's just a half size down instead of a full size down like I normally do so I'll probably have just a little bit of room, which is kind of, but it'll work. I can make it work. It's no big. It's no reason to return it or get upset about it. Okay, so bring out this one. Now, automatically, this one's definitely giving me a lot of retro vibes. It's not in leather. The whole upper is in canvas, so that's probably the reason why. I think that leather upper does give the other pair of shoes a more premium feel, and this one, although not bad, don't get me wrong, but it definitely just gives me of a classic, all-American Chuck feel, if that makes any sense. But yeah, let's break down the shoe. So like I said, tire upper, made out of canvas. It's in this beige material. Same thing with the tongue this time. The tongue is in this same canvas material that's in a beige color, just like the whole upper. You get 2 pairs of laces. You can see here you do have a pair of lace in the Kith and Disney print, as well as just a typical standard flat black pair. Your eyelets are all metal. And the big special part about this shoe is, of course, you can clearly see here the different iterations of Mickey through a couple decades, starting up here black and white and kind of, well, still black and white, then another one. But anyways, different iterations of Mickey coming down here. The eyelets kind of double up as Mickey's ears, so I think that's a cute little touch, to be honest. Otherwise, you just have a red trim at the bottom of the upper that goes all around the shoe, toe box, ankle, medial and lateral aspects. Your midsole is once again in that typical rubber material. On the back of the midsole too as well, you do have a Disney logo. On the lateral aspect of the midsole, you do have that Kith logo in red. Your toe box is that same reinforced toe box of rubber. And then your outsole is that same rubberized outsole with your sizing on it, this one being a 9, and Converse All-Star on it too. Okay, so the outsole comes with extra reinforced little padding on it, definitely makes it a lot more comfortable. This one has Disney Converse, that's written on it too as well. I think I failed to mention, but it's not too big of a detail. You do have your typical Converse All-Star logo patch that's on the medial aspect of the upper. And you know what? I just wanted to bring out the other shoe as well, just to kind of look at this one over real quick before I put it up. And then there's a couple things that I failed to mention too as well. So on the back of the other shoe, you had the Disney logo. On the back of this one, you had your typical Converse logo. So I'll show that right here with you guys. Also, I don't think I mentioned that your Achilles is reinforced with this strip of kind of cotton material, kind of sturdy, to help give the shoe some extra padded protection and stability. Also, the insole of the right shoe, instead of having Disney and Converse, this one has Disney and Kith on the insole. And then last but not least, on the inside of the tongue, you have that same, Converse All-Star player's name. This one has Mickey Mouse on it. The inside of the tongue of the other shoe just has the Mickey Mouse logo on it. No name. So yeah, that's the second pair of Converse. But let's get this out the way because I've been really waiting to get into this hoodie, guys. All right, got the bag. The bag is secure, but I unfortunately had to pay for the bag because, as I said, missed out on the actual retail. Well, I didn't miss out, I just got stuck in queue and sold out by the time I got through. And yes, Lord, this is gorgeous. Yes. So yeah, retail for this bad boy was $250, which I believe was a okay price for it. And then of course I had to pay more with it being resale, but I had to pay to play. And this is honestly pretty much my favorite hoodie right now, in my opinion. So when we take it out the bag, you're instantly greeted with the big logo patch of Mickey. Let's just look at it while it's still folding up, okay? So what we got here, it's all a really smooth cotton. I mean, this is some really good feeling material. You got your Kith logo that's in satin, that's embroidered at the top right here. And then, as I alluded to before, you got your Mickey patch in kind of this chenille pattern. Again, if you haven't watched that video, the Chanel review, go ahead and watch that. The link that'll be in my bio. But yeah, this logo is extraordinarily well done. I think the details of it, when you look at it closely, I think they really did a phenomenal job putting Mickey on this. It's really nostalgic too as well. That 1940s Mickey's Fantasia, I think is one of the most iconic iterations of Mickey really to date. Let's see, you got your tag, and yeah, retail $250, cool. It's hooded, perfect for the winter season. This hoodie's kind of heavy. But yeah, let's just go ahead and jump into the details, man. So you can look at the arms. The contrast with the arms is just crazy to me, okay? So both arms, it goes, so like I don't even know how to explain it. So it's like the middle part of the hoodie, the actual body of the hoodie is in that, you know, that really smooth, you know, cotton material. But then both arms are made mostly out of lamb's wool. There's a little bit of nylon apparently in the armlets of it. But for the most part, both arms are made out of lamb's wool. And there's some actual contrast between both the left and right arms, because on the left arm, you have a navy blue background with like a light blue, sky blue, you know, star pattern on it. And now on the right side, the colors are reversed. You now have the background in that light blue, you know, baby blue color, and then the stars are now in that dark navy blue color, excuse me. You do have like a kangaroo pouch to, well, store your stuff in there. And yeah, those are really the main colors on this hoodie too as well. Mostly navy blue. There's also, as I said, you know, gray, the light blues, and then of course Mickey, he's got all his colors on here, from the reds, beige, blue, kind of a orange, brownish color. There's nothing on the back, but honestly there really doesn't need to be, because I think the front of the hoodie does this hoodie justice. Again, this hoodie does have some weight to it. It's a really nice weight. It does feel pretty premium, which I honestly wouldn't expect anything less from Kith. So this is gonna be an excellent fall, winter, maybe early spring hoodie, depending on where you live. But yeah, man, overall, this hoodie is gorgeous to me. Now, you know I had to put it on one time for you guys so I can go over the sizing. Don't think I forgot. And I got this in a size small. That's typically my true to size in most of my clothing. And I think it is a really nice lax fit. It's not oversized or anything like that. I probably could have gone with an extra small, because I do like most of my clothes a little snug, maybe not so much in like the jeans. But yeah, I think this is a very good standard fit for a hoodie. It's not really big, it's not necessarily big, it's not too small. This is a really nice relaxed fit. Also, something I didn't realize too as well, you do have some Disney embroiderment. So on the left sleeve, right by the cuff, you do have Disney embroidered in white. And I don't think there's anything on the right sleeve. Yeah, the other sleeve's naked. But yeah, guys, I think that'll about do it, man. Overall, if I had to choose a word that describes today's review, I'd say nostalgic. I mean, Mickey's been one of, if not the most iconic cartoon characters to date. I really think Kith did a really good job doing this iconic character justice. The whole pack was crazy. I wish I could have got a crew neck too as well, especially the one in red. I may even still look into picking that up off the resale market, because it's not going for too much, and I've seen some pretty good prices on Grail too as well. So that may be something I may be reviewing for you guys later on. But at any rate though, I'm gonna close this video out. I hope you guys really do enjoy it. I wanna thank each and every one of you guys for watching my videos, supporting me, subscribing to me, and everything like that. Comment down below if you copped anything off of this collab, and or if you took a W, if you took a L, you know, let me know. Jesus Hayes. But alright, with that being said, I'll catch you guys on the next video. I hope you guys have a great day. Peace.